Hello and welcome to me, Healer K, to your July 2020 Astro Tarot energy reading. And as last month, it will be the same, that there will be two parts. The first part is the general about the astrological horoscope energies for July. And then in the second part, I will go into each zodiac house and each sign, rising sign, to see what's will happening just for you. So, okay, let's start. And I has put out the 12 zodiac signs here: the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And beneath every card I put the planets that are in each sign, and also the lunar eclipse and the new moon, and also where we have the North Node and the South Node. And the changes we can see from June is that now has Aries ruler Mars did enter Aries at the 28th of June, and now Mars will stay here in Aries for almost 6 months. Usually it stays 6 weeks in each sign, but it will go, now it goes direct, and later on it will go retrograde, and then again go direct. So in January next year, Mars will proceed to Taurus. And what's more new here is that here in Capricorn we will have Jupiter and Pluto come together. So in a conjunction, so it will be Jupiter that stands for abundance and Pluto for transformation. So when they come together, they can create great wealth and opportunities, create resources. And what more? Yeah. And then on the 2nd of July, Saturn retrogrades into the Capricorn to finish off what the triad started there in the eclipse in January. And it will stay there until mid of December, before it will continue over into Aquarius finally. Okay, and the 5th of July we will have a lunar eclipse, a quite small minor lunar eclipse in Capricorn. But the energy of a lunar eclipse is where we need to make changes, and this card states that Capricorn, moon in Capricorn is about accomplishment, and that's the energy we've been seeing here for the last 5-6 months, that there are a lot of change going on with the COVID triad of Saturn, Jupiter and Pluto here. So Saturn returning into here, and the lunar eclipse to take place here at the 5th of July. So more energies will come here in play. But since this is quite slow planets, this will unfold during the upcoming 6 months. Okay, and the 13th of July we have Mercury here in Cancer, Mercury is about mind, communication, and ruler of both Virgo and Gemini. We will start to go direct at the 13th of July. So now could be a good time to make agreements, sign deals, go into new work relations or private relations, because now you will be able to see more clear on things. The 20th, we will have a new moon in Cancer, and a moon in Cancer that's about belonging. So this will be a cozy feeling of getting closer to people around you and in your home. Okay, that's the activities that take place here during the month, and let's revise what's actions we have in each sign. So in Aries we will have the Mars energy, so we will be more active this month than previous. And Uranus continue to stay in Taurus, and the Gemini energy will be transferred and combined with Venus that started to go direct here. And Gemini and Venus now helps us to actually see our life path, digging, finding, looking, how will my path be, and what possibilities can what advantages do I have, what resources do I have, what talents do I have that I can actually use here. And for many out there, you will see that you will find new careers that you actually will start off doing, that shows up from absolutely nothing, that it's totally different from what you've been doing before. Because, and here is the help you have for that. Since it's in Gemini, now shifts can go from one thing to the other. The polarity, the duality of Gemini goes swift. So swift changes. And in Cancer, we have some activity here, and not forget that we have the Sun, the spirit energy, combined in this Cancer energy about being emotional, sensitive, caring, loving, and focusing on family and your relatives, your life partners. And the 23rd, the Sun will move from Cancer into Leo, so that will also activate an energy from coziness to more flamboyant, dramatic, proud and passionate energy that will focus on the importance of self-belief. And then we have Virgo, that's not activated any specific, same with Libra and Scorpio this month. And Sagittarius had a lot of activity last month with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, and that's now moved into and take place in Capricorn this month. So here we have a little more activity in the Capricorn. Aquarius, it was more energy in the last month, has no planets. And in June, in Pisces, Neptune started to go retrograde. So we have a lot of retrograde energy this month, both Mercury and Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, and Neptune is going retrograde. So that's why I, to sum up, put that retrograde will still be the major energy here, but the shift from July is that we will be more in more home cozy and more energy active with activation of Aries and Leo. So I also notice here that we have air is not so activated this month. So we see more of the Capricorn earth energy, some of the Cancer Pisces water energy, and lot of activation of fire energy. So if June felt slow, there will be more traction in more things get done in July. Okay, so this is the energies for July 2020, and now we will continue with your sign, zodiac sign reading, and what will happen in your 12 houses. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your energy Astro Tarot reading for July 2020. And I've taken out your card here, the Capricorn. So I put your beautiful card here next to me, so you can be with me during this reading. And I also take out your ascendant cards. We put it here under the Capricorn, because your ascendant, of course, represents the first house. And I put out all house cards, starting with your ascendant house, that's the Capricorn. Continue around here and finalizing with your 12th house in Sagittarius. And I also put out your one tarot card in each house for your reading. And that's from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. It's the first time I use that tarot deck. So let's see how it goes. And I see here in your first house, the Tower of Self, the house of how you are perceived by people around you. How they see your face, your hair, your clothes, your vibe, your expression. And here we have the Tower card, so they are seeing a totally different person that's are under a great change here. And of course, since you have your first house in Capricorn, and we have all this the COVID triad, the Capricorn, the Saturn, the Pluto, and also the lunar eclipse. So there are some changes here taking place in your first house. It's how you are perceived. So it's no surprise to have the Tower card here, that because there are great changes taking place in Capricorn right now. And in the second house of assets and finances and income, you have the Empress card, the card of motherhood, good parenting, and abundance, nature, fertility. So your asset side is growing well, And the green energy here, the chakra, and this is from the heart chakra, so it's in a growth place. So this is supported by your heart, your finance side. So it's no struggle here. The yellow energy is more about the third chakra. So the yellow here tells me that plans in making are getting destroyed. So you need to create new plans here. And the third house is about your thinking, and here you have the Four of Cups. So all the dynamics are taking place around you. This is more of feeling apathy. What can I do, and how should I view what's happening now? Third house is about your thoughts, your speech, your thinking, how you present yourself in social media. So that you have the sense of struggle here. And in the fourth house of roots, we have the Ace of Wands. And the coloring here is about your base chakra. And of course, the home and the roots is about your root chakra. And Ace of Wands here is presenting a new product, a new creation. So something new will take place in your home space. And so far we see here dynamics from the first to third house. So that of course will be manifested here in the fourth house, that something new will be created here. But it will be based from within your control. And 5 of Cups you have in the House of Passion, the fun house, about romance, love affairs, children. And 5 of Cups represents loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned. So you are not in the mood for fun right now. There are other places in your life that takes your attention now. So this is not an area of focus right now. And this is also a house, the 5th house is also about creativity. And I think you are more in finding out rather than create and doing. Here in the 6th house, everyday work, everyday routines, taking care of health. And we have the 3 of Coin energies here. Also in the 3rd chakra. That's about skills, quality, craftsmanship, co-working, presenting your work, showing other. So here we have the Gemini, the swift energy that's the normal place for your 6th house. And now Venus is here, the North Node is here about you need to find out what life's purpose is right now for you here. So the 6th house is in transformation, and you're correcting your life path here. So you are creating something new here, and it involves resources. The 7th house is about important relationships that are where the house of Mercury is actually present until the 12th of July, also retrograding. And here you have the Devil card. And the Devil is about being stuck, and something is ending. So what ending that need to take place here is some important relationship will end, and some new will come up. And this is a watery energy, so the devil can also keep you stuck because you keep yourself stuck. So maybe that's not necessary to make an ending. It's up to your decision, but an important relationship is under scrutiny. And the seventh house is on the axis of the first house. They are opposite or helping each other or balancing out. So there are dynamics taking place here that is quite fundamental. And the sun goes in Leo, which you have in your 8th house. And 9 of Swords is telling that there are worries here, nightmares, grief, anxiety. And the 8th house is about investment, other people money, spouse money. So I have the sense that you have a good cash flow, but you are worrying about your investments. You're losing the sense of control here. The stock market goes up and down, and it goes down suddenly, but then it goes up, but the economy hasn't recovered yet, so you don't know what's going on here right now. And in the 9th house, the house of travel, the house of long distance traveling or inner journeys, there is the energy of 8 of Cups. So there are blockages here, and you turning your back to old beliefs. So you will go out on a path to I sense it's an inner journey that will take place here. And it is on the axis here of the 3rd house, how you perceive what's around you and your thoughts, and that there are some stuckness here. So you sense that you need to go into an inner exploration to be more grounded. But there are a lot of emotions going on now. This could be a little struggle for you as a Capricorn. The Empress here is water energy, Cups here, we have Cups here. The Devil is water energy, and the Cup, and the Cup, and the Cup. So this is an emotional journey for you this July. And the house of reputation, you have the 7 of Cups here. That is, you have the career house. You're having dreams of something new, and you're creating something new in your everyday work and routine. So you're in the hope of getting a promotion or getting to the next step if you're or on the ladder in the corporate world, or if you are running your own business that you want to expand something new. So you're a little in the daydreaming here. So I guess that this change has taken place now in the business area. That could be a favorable outcome for you here, because you have a great sense of stability here with your finances, with your cash flow. The 11th house here is about your community, your friends, your connection with the greater all, with the cosmos, the divine. And here you are in control. You are in the mature energy of the King of Cups. So you're feeling safe and wise. So you're can be a great parent, or a great workmate, and you can give tolerance and empathy to the closest that are around you, in work, in neighborhood, in communities. So you're someone that people can trust and depend on, and come and seek comfort in you. And that will give you a great pleasure to be the person able to contribute in that way. And in the 12th house that you have in Sagittarius, the I see, the truth-seeking, and the south node, now the karma comes up, life depths are worked out that you have gathered here in the 12th house, and you have the Four of Swords here. So you are rest assured that you can retreat and renew here, because your karma is, from your point of view, sorted out. You have processed what need to be processed. So you are just here contemplating and reassess and reevaluating, but it's a calm process for you. You're standing on solid grounds within yourself, and you're in control here. Okay, so much emotions going on here that helps you process things in your life and keep you calm and in control. And great things are happening in your career, and your finance are stable. And I sense that your love life and relationships life are stable, and you are able to contribute with new things here. Or something new will start here for you who are single, but home and private life and family will be a stable place. So you're in a great position, even if you are in challenging times now. So I will add 3 cards to each house here to clarify, to extend the reading. And extended reading will be posted on Patreon. So if you want to know more deep what will happen in July for you, please become a patron, and you can see your extended reading there. Otherwise, I say thank you, but you can stay on, because I will keep the camera on when I add the cards, so you can see what cards show up in each house. So, extended reading, more information for Capricorn here in July for the 12 houses. So what could be clarified and viewed on for Capricorn? So the first house, the Tower, be clarified with Temperance, 6 of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. In the second house, the Empress, will be clarified with 10 of Cups, King of Cups, and Judgment. In the third house, 4 of Cups, will be clarified with Knight of Swords, Strength card, and the Star. In the fourth house, Ace of Wands, will be clarified with Justice, 9 of Cups, so more cups coming in here, and 9 of Wands. And the fifth house, 5 of Cups, will be clarified with 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and 6 of Cups. And the 6th house, 3 of coins, we clarified with the Tower, the Magician, and the Queen of Cups. And the Devil in the 7th house will be clarified with 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the World. And the 9 of Swords will be clarified with the Moon, the 5 of Cups, and the Hangman. The 9th house, 8 of Cups, will be clarified with the Empress, she comes back. And the 4 of Swords comes back. And the 3 of Wands. The 10th house, 7 of Cups, clarified with Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Okay, exciting. And the King of Cups in the 11th house, clarified with a Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune, and 6 of Swords. The 4 of Swords in the 12th house, clarified with 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, looks like to be an exciting extended reading. So, Capricorn, take care and have a great July, and see you for the August reading.